Now a switch. Bogdanovic against Batum with 4 on the shot clock. Bogdanovic.
Physicality.
Kawhi looked it back out to Ingles, who broke out of his shooting.
Points per game. Clarkson and Ingles must be productive.
Ball against Dallas. He responded in game 3 big time against the Mavericks with 20. Here's Reggie Jackson into the ball game quickly for lost game. He led the way in scoring, and here's Bogdanovic guarded by Paul George.
Well, an interesting ask to guard Donovan Mitchell. This was the switch.
They trail by 5. Here's Kawhi at the offensive end behind the Batum screen. First 3 minutes of the previous game, and bowls his way to the bucket. Here's Morris, and he misfires. Bogdanovic guarded by Jackson. He's got a height advantage here. And go to work over the top of Jackson and couldn't catch them. Kawhi Leonard with the step back mid-range.
That's a window twice now.
Cross court to Morris. One more to George, and he slams it home. Jackson, 6 on the shot clock. They go deep into the shot clock again.
Tighten up on him.
Jackson, one of the better stories for the Clippers series. Mitchell launching from deep off the mark.
He won't put his head down just because he's been scored on.
O'Neal, one more to Bogdanovic, goes quickly with it. He inside for Gobert. Man, that was supposed to be a lot. George goes behind his back and now going to bring it out against Derek Favors. They feel they can attack the paint against Mitchell against Kawhi. They double team and finds an open man. That's Bogdanovic. Batum fouled on the play by Royce O'Neal on Mitchell. Mitchell rejects the screen and gets into the lane. Donovan Mitchell might have something to say about that pretty soon. He goes cross court to Clarkson, catch and shoot 3. Batum on the drive in a sweet classic. Clarkson working against Leonard. Good defense by the Clippers again. Works against Mitchell. Morris Sr. into the paint. Foul line jumper. Got it.
Entry at help, but somebody's going to be open. They've got to knock those down.
Great pass by Kawhi. 9% on the regular season.
69 point per game.
Strip base. That's going to get tested here this afternoon. George into the paint. Fades. Rudy had it stripped away. Look what I found. And Paul George knocks Denson. Shot 41%.
Well, he's out of the gate strong, and that's a
lead. Ingles not shy and not strange on the surface, but the thought process behind that being he wants him to continue to shoot. Ingles gets into the paint. Nice cut by Niang. One more to Gobert, who's on the baseline. Kicks it out, and Ingles comes up. Clarkson over to Ingles. Beverly rotates to him. He's up on that side of the floor. Beverly with a nice ball fake. Gets it to go. That one. Paul George meandering through the paint. Tough on that. Into the paint. George again. Missing again. A bunch of top-level NBA clubs to him during free agency. Clarkson, national team, played for Coach Vincent Pillay. Terrence Mann on to Ingles. Clarkson with a nice ball fake. Kicks it back out to Ingles for 3.
All critical for the Jazz.
Terrence Mann working against Niang. Gets into the paint all the way to the cup for the layup. Goes cross court. Oni. Couple of bounces on the rim. And then was subsequently claimed by the Jazz and made himself a hole. Paul George switches and rotates onto Clarkson. Good defense again. Clarkson with the tip goes high. Ability that he had to rise up. 6th man of the year. What offensive players can do with that ball. Like Kawhi Leonard here. Smoke those are on the board. 1 of 4. Jackson stuck on automatic. Paul George has Favors switch on to him, and George 15 points here in the first half. Clarkson catch and shoot 3, a little bit 65 miles.
That talented and winning comes easy. Maybe you're not as focused on the defensive end. How good are they, Mark?
They have looked
Anticipating if I go middle, deep, 2 are going to come to me. So let me stay
points or more. Sidestep 3.
He did all summer long. He said he worked on his arc, sometimes hitting the lights in the gym. His mid-range.
Talk about Donovan Mitchell, another 3 on the way. Got it! They're way out to 3-point territory
for the LA Clippers.
Mitchell has scored. Gobert. Leonard again. Jalen and Jay in the studio going through the highlights for you. George from 3. was really prominent offensively. Basketball at the offensive end. Team that's ranked in the top 5.